Hi guys, day 33. I am now just heading out to get my walk in for the evening. So tired from such a long weekend, but gonna get it in right now. Have a couple of late rentals for Turo today ending at 10. So I'm going to kind of take my walk in between while I wait for those cars to come back, and then I'll be back to do my reading. Day 33, lesson 4.19 of The Wealthy Gardener. This one I like a lot because I feel like every single person out there can relate to this. And this lesson is called decisions. A decision without action is a delusion, mused the Wealthy Gardener. Wealth favors the one whose decisions are influenced by clear goals and are visible in execution. Our defining moments don't arrive with a trumpet to get our attention. When we don't decide, we erase all future possibilities. The Wealthy Gardener said, "In our lives, we are what we are. We have what we have, and we do what we do because of our past decisions. We have nobody but ourselves to blame. A decision is a resolution defined by its action. Our conditions today can be traced to past choices and actions. Everyone is self-made," said Earl Nightingale, "but only the successful will admit it." And that's definitely such a good point, that the decisions that we make in the past definitely reflect on what our current situation is and what our future situations are going to look like, or conditions are going to look like. So it's so important to really think about the decisions that you're making on a daily basis, because those decisions have a compounding effect later on in your life, and you don't want to all of a sudden blink and it's 5 years later and you're not where you want it to be because of the decisions that you made, but you weren't even thinking about how those decisions could affect your future. The cost of complacency is lost opportunity. Our indecision erases many future possibilities. We all have windows of opportunities, and we all have intuitive senses. Mindful of my clear goals, I could always sense financial opportunity as well as the danger of inaction. "It is in your moments of decision," said Tony Robbins, "that your destiny is shaped. In our decisions, we have power over the future. We hold the reins to our fate. We are in charge, at least before our choices and conditions gain the upper hand and then control us." That's really important. I'm going to read that one more time. In our decisions, we have power over the future. We hold the reins of our fate. We are in charge, at least before our choices and conditions gain the upper hand and then control us. And I think that that is so true. And I personally know of people and have been in situations myself where you don't make the decisions when you were supposed to make them, or take the action when you should have done it, even though you thought about it. And then all of a sudden you find yourself in a situation where you really don't have a choice anymore. You get cornered, and then the situation just turns into what it is. And there's really not much that you can do about it. And it's definitely not the situation that you want it to be in. And so, yeah, there is a little bit of a tipping point to where at a certain point, if you don't make the right decisions, or even at least make the decisions that you should be making, then you kind of lose that control over your choices and your condition. And your choices and conditions will be made for you, and they're never the ones that you want ideally. Clarity of goals is at the heart of making better decisions. The presence of a target, a financial objective, provides the essential criteria by which we can judge the consequences of our many decisions. So in order to be able to make better decisions, you really have to know what your goals are, what it is that you're even trying to work towards. So definitely taking that time, that those impact hours where you're really stopping for a moment throughout your day to really think about what it is that you want and why you want it and why it's important to what you want to do, that really does bring you that clarity in what it is that you're trying to achieve, or your goals are, whether that's for working out or financially or in your job, whatever it might be. And if you know what those goals are, then according to this allows you to make better decisions. So he gives some examples here. Should we buy the luxury car? What are our saving goals? Should we accept the new job or go back to school? What are our income goals? Should we exercise or relax? What are our health goals? Should we save for retirement? What do we want to do when we're older? It is in our moments of decision that our destiny is shaped. The life lesson, decision. I learned that my decisions were moments of power and saw that indecision erased future possibilities. So if you're not making your decisions, then there's really no possibilities in the future. And that was a life lesson from The Wealthy Gardener, lesson 4.19, and a very critically important one about making decisions. And once you really start bringing awareness to making decisions, I feel like you really realize on a day-to-day basis how many decisions you really should be making and have the power to make that can really affect what your future looks like. And on that note, that is it for day 33 of the 75-day challenge. I finished my walk in between my 10 p.m. rentals that were coming back, and then I ended the night with a yoga session, which is just such a great way to end a very long and exhausting weekend. And this time change has me a little bit messed up, so it's time to wrap up for the evening and get to bed so I can have a fresh start to the week. All right, guys, good night, take care, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.